Okay, today we're making a boat in a bottle. I'm gonna be using a boat I already made, the Thousand Sunny for this. Link for the one I'm using will be in the description, or you can use the one you find online, or one you make yourself. It's up to you. Might be a bit more work though if you use your own, but... Let's get the boat in the scene now. This we do by just dragging it in. So we're gonna make the bottle, I'm gonna get some reference to that. I'm gonna make a plane that the bottle will sit on. We're gonna make the bottle by using a cylinder and screw the edges out. But first we're gonna rotate it to line up with the boat better. From there we're gonna make the shape nice and big so the boat can fit. Once we get a rough shape done, I'm gonna bevel some of the edges here and add a subdivision modifier. Later on we're gonna add a solidify modifier. We're gonna keep that off until we do the simulation. It will interfere if we do it with it on. We're going to be using flip fluids for this. And by adding some loop cuts to get better shape like that. Now I'm going to set the camera to be an orthographic camera, a bit above the bottle, and tune the shape some more, get something we like. Now I'm going to make the main object. The main object will be the object containing all the water. We need to make it as big as the bottle. I'm going to apply the subdivision modifier too. I'm also going to make a copy of the lower half of the bottle. This will be the water object in the flip fluids tab. We'll make it so it kind of has a bit of a plops down, that way it creates some waves for the boat to rock a bit from. In scene, I'm going to set a sky texture in color. Now I'll build a basic grass texture. I'm going to set the resolution for 200 for the test bake, and now we wait. After it's done, we take a look at it, and we move the boat in, and we're going to decide the size of it. I'm also going to add the water material too, the one that comes with flip fluids, which you can find in the flip fluids tab in the materials. Now I'm going to animate the boat to react to the water. So we're just going to make the boat follow the waves where it goes and back and forth, right? So it rows. This can take a while and it's tedious, but... Okay, if you want the playback to be faster, you want to go into flip fluids display viewport and set it to none or preview. That way it's easier to animate. The animation will be 500 frames in total. I mean, you can do any length you want though. What I like to do to see how it looks is do a viewport render. And now adjust it from there easily. Until I get something I like. But it can take a fair bit of time to get it right. Then I go through add the collision to the objects. So it'll be a quick outline of the boat shape, which is this one. Make sure you push export animated mesh down here. Or else it won't be animated, it'll just be a still. Sit there. That probably won't look very good. And make sure the shape is filled in too. And I'll select some of the other boat pieces of the collision objects too. But the main collision object will be the boat's body, which I will hide. I'm going to set the resolution to 400 in the forward settings. And white water, we'll enable white water emissions. We'll set the white water LED speed to 0.15. The water simulation can take a few hours to days, depending on what you set the resolution to and how long it is. Okay, let's take a look at how the bake is looking. I think it looks pretty good. Now I'm going to change the lighting again, as I always do. I'm going to set up the foam materials too. I'm going to set up the white water materials too now. So we'll be using the foot fluids ones. So for the bubble one, we're just going to add the material, go in the material library and add FF bubbles. Do the same for the foam, with the be called FF foam and FF spray for the spray. And for the scale, I'm going to set them to 0.003. This will give you a nice looking water, I think. But you're free to play around with it if you want. It's up to you what you want your boat in the bottle to look like after all. For the glass material, we're going to add a mixed shader onto the principal BDF and a transparent BSDF into the mixed node, and then we're going to add a light path and add a map node and make it greater than, and plug in the ray depth to the value on the greater than into the mix shader. And that will let it kind of have the nice bluish color inside the bottle. And we're going to add a solidify model of the bottle now too. I make a vertice group for the cloth, which will be a user to the pin group, the cloth settings in Blender. We're going to select some pieces in the top, do the whole top, then we're going to do the bottom corners for the big sail. And for the flags, we're going to select the corners of one side that's connected to the pole. And then we're going to apply the weight to them. And then we're just going to add them to the pin group, which will be the vertice group, whatever we want to name it. And that's be it. We're going to add some wind, which will be a force field. The We're now gonna bake the cloth and just press bank to it to the sails are done. I'm gonna add the cloth physics to the ropes. So just press bake on that too. Now that I'm done the cloth simulation, I'm gonna take another look at the scene. I'm gonna take a look at different camera angles, see what I like. And we tuned the skylighting one last time. Set up the render settings now. Set to be a PNG. Set up the file path. Set the samples to 200. And there's the final render. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe if you want.